So I would like to first start sitting down in a comfortable position, wherever you are. If it is that you need to sit in a chair, don't feel ashamed at all. It's wonderful to sit in chairs to do meditation. Actually, it's very re-signifying for the chairs that we say so many bad things for it. It's good to have some good relationships with our chairs too. And this could be one, a meditation in a chair. Remember always that a meditative state is a state. It's a state of our minds. It's not a shape of our bodies. So in the place that you are, relax your pelvic floor, expand your organs, your sexual organs, and expand your rectum too. Think about like really opening up, like inflating like a balloon. No breath yet, or natural breath. There is a little play in between the anus and the sexual organs and the pelvic floor and the lower abdomen, and even a little bit in the sacrum, that it oscillates this expansion in between one and the other. So explore a little bit more. Push your sexual organs a little bit further forward. Push your pelvic floor a little bit downwards. Downwards. And your rectum a little bit also downwards, but a little bit back. Sometimes this makes you feel your sacrum, like if you're touching it from the inside out, right? See if you can push your sacrum a little bit more out, like if we were inflating a little bit our sacrum. And let's go all the way to the front. Pubic bone. Your pubic bone moves forward a little bit. Like if you could really take the pubic bone a little bit forward in space. Great. We're going to breathe towards these areas. We want to expand these areas. And with the exhalation, we want to feel a little bit of contraction, but just receding a little bit, just coming back like a balloon a little bit, not by compressing, just like coming back to a neutral. At your own time, just breathe into these areas. See if you can push your sexual organs a little bit further forward, a little bit your rectum, a little bit your pelvic floor. And when you exhale, just empty this space. Let go of air. Don't push it out. Let go of air. Let's keep going. You can close your eyes. Normally, yoga works better when you close your eyes. And I'm sure you will be able to feel and see a little relaxation in your lower abdomen and your lower back. See if you can breathe into those two areas too. So we are filling up a little bit more the torso of air. The idea is to massage the body, to really give a little bit of internal massage. It doesn't really matter if you breathe a lot. It could be just a sip of air that is distributed in every each corner. We're going to add the navel. So the area of your navel, looking forward, looking back on your lower back too. You want to expand both the front and the back. A little breath, and it expands quite a bit, actually. So you're not breathing just to expand the front of the body, but also the back of the body. Pushing down with air too. And let's add a little bit higher up to your lower rib cage, both the front, the back, and the sides. There could be minimum entering, or you can be doing 13 seconds breaths. The idea is to touch yourself with your breath, to really move the breath into places that maybe not every day we bring. Let's go up a little bit more towards the heart center, both at the front and in between the scapulas. Check if you can expand your armpits too. And exhale, relax. Feel your whole body expanding with each breath. Like a little seaweed in the ocean. See if you can expand a little bit more now your collarbones, the top of your scapula and the collarbones, your neck expanding with each breath. Sometimes I like to think and feel like a little expanded Buddha. This abundant state of joy and compassion and love. Or maybe just it's a physical movement with meditation. See if you can bring it a little bit higher up. See if you can touch your third eye with the breath. You're pushing your pubic bone down, or you're expanding your pubic bone down, abdomen, ribs, heart, throat, maybe the jaw, and your third eye expanding too. Almost like if your head could grow, like a balloon. We're going to start moving the energy through the front of the body a little bit more. So the next time that you inhale, we're going to open the lower abdomen, the mid abdomen, and your lower ribs. And when we exhale, we just contract the front body and we expand a little bit the lower body, creating a little waving action in our spine. Inhaling to expand your lower abdomen, your navel, and your upper abdomen. Keep your upper abdomen expanded and bring your lower abdomen in. Round your spine, expand your lower back, and close your lower ribs. Inhaling to expand your lower abdomen, moving the sacrum out, and really feeling like the massage that we were doing before. Instead of doing it forward and back, you're doing it forward first and back, then. Inhaling to push forward. Really let your abdomen, your belly, to expand forward. The chest is going to start moving, and it's natural and it's good. It's healthy for you, for your spine, for your body, for your consciousness. Just creating this little waving action, allowing even the head to receive a little bit of that touch. Really isolating the front of the body first, closing the front and opening the back in the exhale. Hatha Yoga is a play of pressures, of high pressure and low pressure, to be able to move energy inside of us, to create union, to create a sense of union, state of love, joy, connection. Connection is a better word, I think. In the next inhale, we open the front body, we expand the abdomen, then the lower ribs, and the collarbones and the throat, and we stay here. See if you can move your scapulas a little bit more back. And inhale again to expand your lower abdomen a little bit more. Then your lower ribs. Then your heart. Then your throat. Then your face. Inhaling to move your abdomen forward a little bit more. Push down with your breath. Think about being tall. You can hang yourself a little bit from your knees. Spread your collarbones a little bit more. Stay in the pose. And with the exhale, close, round the spine. Bring your sacrum back. Your lower abdomen back and down. Your navel back and a little bit up. Lower ribs go back and up. Your heart moves back and up. We reach with the hands forward. It could be looking towards something or even hanging from your knees. Really thinking about rounding the whole back body and hollowing the front body. And we breathe here also. With the inhale, expand your lower back, your mid back, your upper back, your neck, the back of your head, and the top of your head. And exhale through the abdomen, lower ribs, collarbones, and face. We go again. Inhale, lower back, middle back, fill it up with air, like if it was a balloon that we are moving all the way to the crown of the head. You're gonna go through the nose now. Exhale, nose, throat, heart, ribs, abdomen, and pubic bone. Inhaling, sacrum, lower back, middle back, upper back, the back of the head, top of the head. Exhale your nose, your face, your throat, your heart, abdomen, and pubic bone. Inhale, coming back to center. Opening up, opening the arms, opening the abdomen forward. Exhale, place your hands on the floor, and we're gonna go slowly to a hanging position, feet on the floor. Knees bent. Bend your knees, push your knees forward, and slowly stand up. Let's go with this same exercise. Stand. The idea is that we move air, the air charged with energy, that we can really follow the path of the air through the spine. So the inhale, it's gonna go through the middle. You're gonna lengthen both sides of the body, the front and the back, but also the side body. The idea is to really push the body down and up at the same time. So for it, we're gonna inhale and push, inflate your pubic bone, your pelvic floor down, lifting your shoulders, expanding your lower ribs, the back of your ribs, the front of your heart, the back of your heart, bringing your shoulders towards your ears, not back, but a little slightly forward, like if you were hanging from something. And here we stay a little bit. Let's experience it a little bit more. Think about lifting with the next inhale, your left arm a little bit up. Lengthening the left side. And with the other breath, with the other inhale, lift your right hand a little bit higher up. Let's go again like that. Inhale, half of the breath is to the left and half to the right. Let's go again. Inhale, very short, doesn't need to be too deep. Like a little sip of air. And exhale, shorten the front, shorten the back at the same time. Lower your arms, lower your shoulders. Think about compressing a little bit your shoulders towards your hips and your hips to your shoulders. Let's flow in between these two movements. Inhale, push down with the breath. Expand the front, the back, and the sides. Expand the left shoulder and the right shoulder up. Expand your fingers towards the sky. Exhale, the air comes out slowly. Shoulders down, elbows down, hands down, head up, keep up. Inhale, keep down. Ribs all together up. Shoulders up, elbows up, fingers up. Exhale, move the energy at your own time. Shorten the front and the back of the body. Inhale. At your own time. Do movement. Think about moving more energy than body. Close your eyes. Just enjoy the pathway of your spine. Maybe if you're feeling like you're breathing too much, like you need to relax a little bit more, let go of the breath and just do the movement thinking about expanding. Opening your throat, but closing your mouth. Maybe the air comes in by itself. We don't need that help of expanding with air, just expanding with body, expanding with energy and contracting with energy. The earth sequence in the 5-dimensional flow taught by Simon Borg-Olivier. We're moving the energy from the earth to the sky, from the sky to the earth. Let's explore the fire sequence or the fire dimension. Bring your hands down, relax. Close your eyes, just feel the energy moving around you, inside of you. A little shavasana in between the dimensions. We're going to move front and back, arch and hollow. With the next inhale, expand your lower abdomen, the belly button, your lower ribs, your heart, your throat, your face, your sternum. We close the abdomen first. The throat remains open as much as possible. Close the abdomen with the exhale. Lower belly, lower ribs. The middle of the heart moves back. Space. Inhale, abdomen moves first. Chin in, tuck. Navel expands. Ribs expand. Heart expands. Throat expands. Mouth expands. Exhale. Keep the mouth expanded. Bring your lower abdomen in. Tuck your tailbone and bend your knees. Bring your navel back. Your lower ribs back. Your heart back. Chin in, tuck. Expand your lower abdomen. Belly button. Ribs. Heart, throat, mouth, and even the tongue is expanded. Bring your hips back. Bend your knees. Sacrum in. Lower abdomen moves back and down. Belly button, heart, throat. Inhale. Open your arms as you open your abdomen. Send your arms back as you open your heart. Lower your hips, bend the knees, and turn your hands the other way around. Round the spine. Feel the expansion of the front, contraction of the front. Contraction of the back. Expansion of the back. It helps a lot if you turn your heels in and your toes out as you are arching. You turn your heels out and your toes in as you are rounding. Maybe you feel comfortable with this and you find the movement of your abdomen really initiating the movement. You don't need to breathe anymore. I mean, force the breath. Maybe. Maybe you just need to expand your lower abdomen and the air comes in by itself. You close your mouth. You open the glottis. And Ujjayi happens naturally. You need to really restrict the glottis to be able to do the fire's breath. You can open it too. Everything that closes can open. If you can feel the energy that you're moving inside of you, outside of you. Let go of shapes. Let's add the earth sequence to this. Next time you come back from a overbend, with the inhale, expand the front and the back at the same time, sides at the same time. Back of the hands are together and you lift your arms up high. You're hanging from the sky. Exhale. We are grounding to the earth. Taking the shoulders down, closing front and the back of the body. The inhale opens, pushing the tailbone in and the pubic bone forward to expand the lower abdomen, lower ribs, heart, throat. And the exhale rounds the spine. The inhale brings you back to the traction of the spine, to hanging. The exhale brings you back to the compression of the spine, loading the spine, sending the energy down. Inhale, bend your knees, push your pubic bone forward, your tailbone tucks, open the front of the body. You don't need to go too deep. It doesn't matter if you go deep or not. Well, I mean deep physically. The idea is that you get deep energetically. You can lose yourself into the movement. You can nourish your body with this movement. That your body feels massaged, that you're getting stronger without really feeling that you're doing strength work. That you're getting flexible without feeling that you're doing flexibility work. This is the heart of the synergy method. Really helping you unblock the blockages inside of your physical body too. And really unleash the potential of your physical body. Really unleash it. Think that we are intelligent. We use our bodies intelligently because we understand anatomy. But the body can speak anatomy, can speak the best way of doing the pose, for example. Exhale, relax the body, come back to center, slightly bend your knees. See if you can balance your tailbone and your pubic bone a little bit. Set your head on top of your hips, on top of your ankles. Send your arms forward, like if you were hugging a little tree. Expand your fingers. See if you can feel the energy around you. Move your neck to see if it's free and comfortable. Let's move to the side body. Bend your knees. Send your hips towards the left and lower your left hip bone. Lift your lower ribs up. Lift your left elbow up. Lower your right shoulder down together with the right elbow. Expand your arms. Bend your left knee a little bit more to bring your tailbone slightly in, so you're not compressing your lower back. Send air towards the left side of the body. See if you can breathe into the left side of the body, the one that we are expanding right now. And if you can exhale, see if you can exhale to the right side of the body, to the side of the body that we are closing right now. It's also an arch. This is also opening on the left side. closing on the right side. There is somebody there. Vale. Lower your right heel. Bend your knees. The left side is still expanding. See if you can expand now the right side. We're going to lift the right shoulder up, lower the right hip down, lift the right elbow up, and lift both hands up. Exhale. Lower your shoulders, your elbows, and your hands. A side bend is a traction of the spine on one side at a time. Think about that. Think about hanging on the right side now that we're going to that side. Bend your knees. Tuck your tailbone slightly and move your hips towards the right. See if you can lower your right hip and lift your left hip. See if you can lower your left ribs and rise your right ribs. Bring your shoulder up, your right shoulder up, and your left shoulder down. Right elbow up, left elbow down. Open your hands. Bend your knees a little bit more to tuck the tailbone slightly. And see if you can open a little bit the abdomen without compressing the lower back, bringing the sacrum in and expanding a little bit more the front side so we're not moving towards a flexion, but we remain in neutral spine as we side. Bend your knees a little bit more and see if you can breathe to the right side. Expanding your right side as the air comes in and compressing or closing or engaging a little bit more the left side. Bend your knees, lift your left elbow up, lift your left shoulder up, lift your left arm up and extend both arms up. Exhale, shoulders down, elbows down, hands down. Let's get all together. Inhale, turn your palms forward, open your abdomen, open your lower ribs, open your arms to the side, open your heart. Exhale, bend your knees, round your spine. Touch your hands together on the backside. Inhale, traction of the spine. Bring your arms over the head. Shoulders up like if you were hanging. Exhale, shoulders down, elbows down, hands down. Bend your knees. Send your hips to the left, but remain parallel to the front. Open the left side of the body as you lower your left hip down. Open the left elbow up as you open your right elbow down. Open your arms. Exhale. Bring both heels on the ground, and with the next inhale, open the right side of the body. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Bend your knees. Send your hips to the right. Lower your right hip as you lift your right ribs. Lower the left ribs as you rise up with your right hand and you go down with your left hand. If you can extend a little bit more, the right body, bring your tailbone slightly. Left heel down. With an inhale, expand the left side of the body. Think about keeping the right side as much as you can up. Exhale, bring your hands down, shoulders down, neck up. Inhale, turn your hands forward, open your abdomen, open your ribs, open your heart. Exhale, turn your hands backwards. Round your spine one vertebra at a time. Inhale, traction of the spine. Lengthen both the front and the back. Exhale, lower your hands. Bend your knees. Send your hips to the left and open the left side of the body. The big inhale. Exhale, lower the right heel. And with the inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower the arms. Right side, bend the knees. Travel to the right with your hips. Open. Exhale, lower. Inhale, traction of the spine. Check that your hands can move. You're not doing so much effort. Exhale, lower. We do it without breath, right? No breathing. Just open your throat. Let it come in. Your hands forward. Expand your abdomen. Turn your hands back. Contract the abdomen. Bring your arms up like if you were hanging. Expand the front and the back of your body. Shoulders down, contract the front and the back of the body. And the knees, expand the left side of the body. Lower the heels, lower the knees, and expand the right side of the body. Lifting the right arm up, traction in the spine. Shoulders down, hands down. Bend the knees. Travel to the right with your hips. Expand the right side of the body. Lower the left heel. Lift the left arm up. Expand all the left side of the body. Shoulders down, elbows down, hands up. Turn the hands forward and up. Open the abdomen, open the chest, open the throat. Round the spine. The hands the other way around. Traction the spine, front and back at the same time. Front and back, contract. Lower the hands. Expand the left side of the body. Track the right. Lower the heels, lower the knees, and expand the right side of the body. Shoulders down, contract front and back. And expand the right side of the body. Bend the knees, on the left side of the body. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Bend the knees. Hug the tree. Turn your palms towards your eyes. Close your eyes. Sacrum slightly down. You were dropping little weight. Feel the energy inside of you. Feel more union, more connection, more love inside of yourself, expanding your whole body at the same time. Really expanding our energy, the one that is next to our skills, all around. The feet, knees, hips, between your legs, your lower back and your abdomen. So you can expand your energy a little bit more. Slightly up, rise them up to the earth sequence one time. Send the energy down. Relax your arms. Moving to twisting. Bend your knees slightly. Heavy on your tailbone down. Remember the string that is holding you. And we turn the pubic bone one direction and the abdomen the other direction. We're going to turn the pubic bone towards the right and the abdomen, the belly button towards the left. The lower abdomen a little bit below your navel. Breathe into your lower abdomen and see if you can twist a little bit more from your lower ribs. Round from your tailbone, bring it down a little bit more if it's possible, and push with air downwards to expand the whole body, to traction a little bit the body. Turn your pubic bone a little bit more towards the right again, and turn your abdomen a little bit towards the left. Bring your hands to your ears and see if you can lift your shoulders a little bit up and twist a little bit more. Send your left shoulder back and your right shoulder forward. Bend your knees a little bit more. twist a little bit more from your abdomen. And with an exhale, turn your belly button towards the right, lower ribs towards the right, heart towards the right. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale, lower down. It's a little bit confusing the first time you do a twist this way. Bend your knees. Tailbone and pubic bone align. They're pushing a little bit down. They're holding a little weight. Turn your abdomen towards the right. Check that your tailbone is not moving out. This is very common in the twist. To do a little slightly back bend. Try to lengthen your lower back there. Turn your ribs towards the right, your heart towards the right. Look forward, bend your knees, push and move your right hip bone forward and your left hip bone backwards. To twist more from that space, from the space of your navel. Bring your hands towards your ears and see if you can turn a little bit more. Inhaling, lifting the shoulders. Exhaling, moving your right shoulder back and your left shoulder forward. Inhale to really push your pubic bone down. And twist a little bit more once you did this. Do it one more time. Inhale, push it down the hips. Exhale, bring your right arm underneath the left. Turn your belly button towards the front. And with the next inhale, bring your arms up. Open the chest, exhale, lower the arms. Let's go again. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms. Bend your knees again, and as you exhale, twist towards the left, turning your belly button towards the left, tailbone in, ribs move towards the left. Left arm goes back, we look forward, right shoulder goes forward. Exhale, left arm on the knee, right. Inhale, lift up in the center, look towards the front, open the arms. Exhale, close the front of the body, and come back to the center. Let's go again. Inhale, lift the arms up, traction of your spine. Push down, create space, go to the sky with the arms. Exhale, slowly move your belly button towards the left as you keep looking forward. Keep your knees pointing forward. Twist your ribs, your heart after your abdomen, together with your shoulders. Left shoulder moves forward, right shoulder moves back. Exhale, turn your belly button to the front, then your lower ribs, then your heart, then your right arm goes underneath. Inhale, expand your lower abdomen, your ribs, open the heart, open the arms. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, traction the spine, look up with the arms. Exhale, turn towards the left. You just choose these two moves. Turn with the exhale towards the center with the belly button. Left arm underneath the right. And with the inhale, lift the arms up. Make a big rainbow shape with your arms. Exhale, center again. Inhale, lift the arms up. Traction both sides of the spine. Exhale, turn towards the right as you push your right hip forward. With the exhale, right arm comes underneath the left. Belly button turns first. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Free yourself with this movement. Just these two shapes. You have problems following or you got lost, and always look at the camera, doing the movements myself. And as we did with every single movement, maybe you can let go of the breath. I mean, the control of the breath, right? You are using it today to create more space. But ideally, one thing that we start creating, we start doing. It's not really controlling the breath as we move, but creating sequences that help us move the air in and out with control, with a sensation of ease, of niceness, of really, it just feels nourishing, it feels connected, it feels like yoga. Takes me into a meditative state. Let's do one more. I'm coming to a meditative pose. Maybe it's hugging the tree pose for you, or maybe just a really standing tall Tadasana, letting the air come in through you, inside of you, and observing a little Shavasana in between. The next inhale, we lift the arms up. Bend your knees, place your hands on the ground. And we walk back into a downward facing dog. Bending the knees, enjoying the pose. Letting the dog show up also in the practice. Really being able to sit or stand to feel grounded, supported, alive in this downward facing dog. Once you found it, look towards stillness, settledness, to settle yourself in the pose, to find the place and just be there for a little bit. We're going to do the same breath of rolling the abdomen as we breathe in. In the place that you are, doing this downward facing dog. With the inhale, expand your abdomen a little bit forward and down. Lower ribs, heart, and throat, opening also your armpits. And with the exhale, the completely opposite movement. Bring your lower abdomen in, round a little bit your spine, close your shoulders. Maybe even bend the knees. On the inhale, expand your lower abdomen, your navel, your lower ribs, your heart. Open your shoulders a little bit more. Knees are bent to give more freedom Exhale, abdomen first, lower ribs, heart and shoulder. You get into this rhythm of breath and movement, but always the intention here and in the synergy method is to let the breath happen by itself. I like to add sometimes intention of the breath to make movements clear. But our goal is just move energy and the air comes in by itself. We are pushing this energy upwards towards our third eye. We're moving our prana to unblock the blockages in our spine. With the next inhale, working on our three-legged dog, expand, bend the right leg backwards. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Round your spine. Push with your arms and step with your right leg in between your arms, between your hands. Inhale to look forward. Lower your hips and expand your lower abdomen forward. Open your chest, open your throat. Exhale, exhale. Round your lower abdomen, round your spine. Really get into this opposite shape of angry cat. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Expand your lower abdomen, your belly button, your heart, your throat. Lower your hips a little bit. Push your pubic bone forward at the same time that you expand your throat. Exhale. Bring your tailbone in. Move your lower belly in. Move your belly button in. Expand your scapulas in between each other. One more time, just because it feels very good. Inhale. Expand the lower abdomen and bring your tailbone in. Push your pubic bone forward if it's possible. Open your heart. Look forward. Exhale, round the spine. Really like if you wanted to lift your right foot off the ground. Bend both of your knees. Push your pubic bone forward, and with the next inhale, lift up into a lunge. Lift the arms up. Interlace your fingers. Exhale, round your spine. Bring your tailbone in and push your palms forward. Inhale, keep the tailbone where it is and expand your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen, your lower ribs. Expand your arms backwards and create a back. Exhale, bend your left knee a little bit more. Bring your tailbone a little bit closer in. Round your upper back, round your lower back. Create space in the lower back. Keep this shape on your hips. Keep the tailbone in and the pubic bone forward and open your lower abdomen, your lower ribs, your heart, and expand your arms. Exhale. Round the spine and bend forward on your right leg. You don't need to fully extend your right leg. You can relax a little bit over it. Place your fingertips on the ground. With an inhale, open the front of the body. And then exhale, close the front of the body. Let's do two more times this. Inhale, front of the body expands. It's a very small sip of air that it's coming in. Ideally, we are not even controlling it. Expanding of the front and contracting of the front. With the next exhale, bend your right knee. Push with your hands and bring your right foot backwards. Get into the plank position. Move forward and slowly bend your arms into chaturanga, activating your armpits. Keeping a grip with your hands. Lower all the way down to the ground. Bring your elbows forward, underneath your shoulders. Take an inhale. Expand your abdomen forward. Expand your lower ribs forward. Expand your heart forward. Bring your shoulders back. Open your throat. Exhale. Bring your tailbone in. Maybe place it a little bit further forward. Bring your lower abdomen in. Bring your belly button in and your lower ribs in. Lift a little bit more if it's possible, pushing with the arms a little bit more. Keep the tailbone as it is. And open the abdomen, lower ribs, heart, and throat. Do that one more time. Exhale to bring your tailbone a little bit more tight. Bring your lower abdomen a little bit more tucked in, rounding and creating space in the lower back. Lower ribs, same thing. Inhale, expand your lower abdomen, belly button, maintaining the sacrum where it is. Ribs, hard, and full. Exhale, relax. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Exhale, bring your tailbone in, abdomen in, shoulders back. Inhale, expand your abdomen forward as you lift up into an upward facing dog. Keep your tailbone tight, keep your pubic bone moving forward and up. And expand your lower ribs, your heart, and your throat forward and up. Exhale, round the spine, and come back into a downward facing dog. Check on your dog. Create a little bit more space if it's possible. Open your armpits, open your hips. And let's go to the left side. Left leg comes back up, create space. Exhale, left knee to the heart, round the spine, and step between the hands. 3 times. Inhaling, lower your hips, bring your tailbone in, pubic bone moves forward and up, abdomen forward and up, ribs forward and up, open your throat. Exhale, round the spine, tailbone in, bring your legs closer together, round as much as you can, creating space in between your left knee and your heart. Really angry. Open your lower body, your front body, lower abdomen, ribs, heart, and throat. Close your front body. Bring your legs together, ribs in, heart in. One more time. Expanding the front of the body. Opening the throat, the mouth, towards the front, and rounding the body. Bring your arms up, bend your knees, and lift up into a crescent lunge. Interlace your fingers, push your palms forward. Bring your legs together as we did on the ground, round your spine. Keep your legs in the same shape. Keep your hips, your tailbone tucked, and with an inhale, expand the front of the body. Raising forward and up. Rising forward and up. Rounding the spine, tailbone in, lower abdomen in. Heart moves back. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And with the next exhale, bring your hands to the ground, maybe fingertips in the ground, and extend your left leg a little bit more. Square off your hips. Bring your right hip forward and your left hip back. Inhale to lengthen the front of the body. Exhale to lengthen the back of the body and round the front of the body. One more time. Inhale. One more time, exhale. Bend your left knee, place your hands on the ground, push through your hands, round your spine, bring it as high as you can, and take your left leg back into a plank. Same thing, activate your armpits if you need, knees on the ground, and bend with control to lower all the way down to the ground. Bring your elbows to the ground. Push your pubic bone forward and expand. We know the movements that we're doing. It's an inhale of an arch and exhale of a hollow. Feel the movement of the opening of the front of your hip with every exchange of breath. And exhaling to bring the tailbone a little bit more in, the pubic bone a little bit further forward, creating more space. Feeling the support from the body. Lower yourself down, bring your hands underneath your shoulders with an inhale. Bring your upper body forward and up, your whole front of the body forward and up, from the bottom to the top. pubic bone moves forward and up, abdomen moves forward and up, expand the front of the body at the same time that you bring the tailbone in and you create space on your lower back. Exhale, flip your feet, your toes, round the spine, and move back into a downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward, bend your knees, and jump into a hollow position to sit down on the ground. Bring your hands behind you, your elbows behind you. Lift your legs up and create some circles with your ankles. Let's go outside first. And inside after. Try to touch really the edges of the circle. Sometimes the circle becomes a little bit jiggered, a little bit hard to touch. Slowly, keeping this action of lifting your legs up, you're going to move into Paschimottanasana. Keeping this action. Thinking about this, lifting up. Use your hands behind you. We're going to use the breath first, but feel free to forget about the breath and just move the body. And inhale is going to open the front of the body, as it always does. And with the exhale, we round a little bit of the body. Let's create some movement here. With the inhale, expand your lower abdomen. Your belly button, your heart, your throat. Feels like if your tongue would like to touch the toes. Exhale, rounding the spine, tailbone comes in, lower abdomen moves back. Shoulders move forward, heart moves back. Inhale. The abdomen moves forward. Move your consciousness, your energy forward. Exhale the opposite way. Yeah. Exhale. One more time. The next inhale we stay. Inhale, open the abdomen. Look towards your toes, trying to touch it with your tongue. Expanding your lower abdomen forward. Your lower ribs forward. Your throat forward as you reach forward with your arms. Could be with the knees bent. It really helps to have the knees bent. It could be with the knees extended. Whatever feels more connected to you right now. And with an exhale, keep the lower abdomen reaching forward, but allow your spine to round, to let your head fall down. Maybe resting your hands on the ground. It could be your elbows. It could be your shoulders on your knees. Slowly bring your tailbone in. Bend your knees. Move your hips a little bit further forward. We're going to lie down on the ground. Make some back bends, back bending shapes. Allow your head to rest on the ground. I'm going to get closer so you can hear me. We're going to lay down on the ground with our head on the ground flat. And what we want to create now is a back bend from the Hatha. We've been working with this all along. So there is a double action. Every time something comes in, there is something that comes out. So what we are going to look for here is to create a little waving action. With an inhale, bringing the tailbone in and the pubic bone up, moving towards a bridge first. And with an exhale, we're going to stay there in the bridge. But I want you to feel a little bit more of a pleasurable, enjoyable feeling of the exhale, of really massaging the front. You can emphasize to make it more emphatic. This with a little bit of the letter M, or like a little sound of a broken voice of mm, trying to let your body get into a pleasurable backbend. So if you are not there yet, feet on the ground, tuck your tailbone, and with the inhale, move your pubic bone up. Expand your lower abdomen, expand your lower ribs, expand your heart. This is going to move your shoulders into another place. Stay here as you exhale to your lower abdomen, at your lower ribs, at your heart. It doesn't need to be too much. And with the inhale, you expand a little bit more. And with the exhale, you bring a little bit closer in the tailbone. Tailbone comes a little bit more in, pubic bone a little bit higher up. Let's do three more. Three more of those breaths. We're not going to full bridge yet. It's just a wheel, full wheel. It's just the bridge. And let's lower down after the next breath. Take a little Shavasana there. Remember, we're moving more energy than body. More energy than body. Much more. Close your eyes. How is your consciousness feeling? Yoga is a state of mind. So you can feel it. Let's go again. Bring your feet on the ground. Inhale to move your pubic bone upwards and towards your collarbones, towards your nose. Expand your lower abdomen, your belly button, your lower ribs. And then your whole rib cage, bringing it towards your nose. Exhale with a little letter M, a little bit of a broken voice, a little bit of pleasurable lower abdomen coming in, tailbone tucking a little bit more, really engaging the front of the body and lengthening a little bit more the back. Let's do two more breaths there. And after those two breaths, we open the possibility to go to wheel to Urdhva Dhanurasana, placing your hands on the ground. And keep this lift from your pubic bone, keep this lift from your lower abdomen, keep this lift up and towards, this time, your hands and your face. And keep this exhalation of pleasurable contraction of the front body. And if the elbows need to bend a little bit more for you to be able to feel more pleasure, let's do that better. Today, let's do that. Let's just enjoy that. And if you need to maybe expand a little bit more, extend a little bit more the elbows, maybe do that too. Bend your elbows, Shavasana. Take a little bit of time there. Observe inside of you the energy. See if you can expand your whole body at the same time. Let go of these ordinary states of consciousness. Let go of that control and see if you can connect to an expanded state of consciousness. Let's do this one more time at your own time. Really. Feet on the ground. Get into a little sadhana, a little ritual with yourself. A pleasurable massage of breath and movement, of expansion and contraction, of energetical, really movement expansion. Do whatever it feels like the body doing. Allow the body to show you the way. Maybe Urbanurasana is the thing that you got to do now, but maybe a bridge with your hands interlaced underneath you. Maybe nothing anymore. Maybe everything again. Let go of the mind. Enjoy this backbend as much as possible. Transform it so it's enjoyable for you, so you can smile, so you can feel pleasure, like a little orgasmic state of mind where you can feel connected. When you feel like lowering down, you can lower down. To everyone, its own, to every one of us. Everything feels different. Everything is different. We're gifted with this beautiful gift of being different. So we get to explore each other and oneself first, right? And I really see the pathway of yoga as a pathway of self-knowledge, getting in touch with yourself, really, and being enlightened, being also embodied, to be able to finish this incarnation, this embodiment of our souls, of our own truth in life, in this moment. It's an spontaneous expression of oneself. Self. So this backbend for each one of us was different. And I'm going to leave maybe 2 or 3 minutes for you to connect to whatever you need after this backbend. Let go of your mind way of a counter pose. Maybe Shavasana is the best, and you are connecting to that in the perfect way. But allowing these little 3 minutes of what I need. Maybe it's another Urbadhanurasana. Connect from this authentic expression of oneself. Listen to the body and give exactly that. Right after that, we're going to open each other to a nice Shavasana. If you need to cover yourself, you can. This is the right moment to do it. If you need anything else, you also can. But seriously, don't skip Shavasana. Slowly. Bring one deep breath to your abdomen and retain it there a little bit. See if you can move the air like if it was a massage that we're doing. A little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. If you know how to do Naoli, something like this, but instead of activating, just inflating. And exhale if you need. We're going to do that 2 or 3 more times. It's your own time. Just a little massage on your abdomen by using the breath. Maybe massaging the lower back too. Relax your jaw. Move your tongue. You can swallow any extra saliva that you have in your mouth, any excess of saliva. Let's take a deep, big inhale to lift the arms over the head and extend your body, expand your body, expand, expand, expand. Wake up. And exhale to relax. To bend your knees, to give yourself a hug. And to slowly move yourself into the sitting pose. You can go through the sides, a little bit of hanging, a little bit of waking up to the body, choosing how to wake up, right? What it needs. Bring your hands to your face. Give a last massage, this time with the hands. Massage your jaw, maybe press somewhere that feels really good. Putting a little bit of pressure in your eyes. The heels of your hands are good. And the temples is nice to just compress a little bit. Same thing on the side of the nose. Thank you very much, every one of you, for practicing with me. It's an absolute joy and honor to be part of this, to be able to communicate this language of expansion, of connection, and to have people that believe in this too and want to learn more about this. Thank you very much for all of you. Good morning, everyone, again. Welcome back to an awakened state. As I said before, this is part of the series of Free Your Spine. And the inscriptions for the teacher training with Simon Borg-Olivier are open. I teach a little bit of a mixture. It's not the pure thing, but it's also part of the same thing. Understanding yoga from a different perspective towards an expansive life and a connected life, and just looking at yoga from it with a different lens that to me makes it so much more powerful. If it vibrates with you, really, 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 as a human being, not as a teacher, not as a practitioner, I recommend you to meet Simon, take his workshops, maybe this teacher training, maybe another one. Yes, that's all.
Thank you so much, Simon.
You're welcome.
It was amazing. It's really amazing how no, through this path of ease and gentleness. First, we get to the meditative state, that calm goodness. But then layer deeper is like some power hiding there. Like in this backbend, it was all soft, and then, something like some juice is coming out of that. And you can't force that. It's going through that gentleness. And that's also what the teachings of Simon have really helped me recondition my very competitive athlete mind into, no, you you can still feel a lot of power by going the gentle way. And so thank you so much for sharing that today.
Yeah, it's more of a seduction, I feel, you
Mm.
know? Not like a rising of the Kundalini, it's a seduction for the Kundalini to rise.
Yeah.
We just dance
An
our ways.
invitation.
Yes, it's an invitation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always compare it with growing food.
Mm.
We can only do so much. Nature needs to do the rest.
Mm.
Just create the proper settings for nature to do its best in an even better way.
Yeah. And it's the same
Mhm.
with healing. Now we're focusing on the spine, how to heal the spine. And yeah, you just make the right conditions to invite healing to come.
Yes.
Mm. Okay, well, thank you, Simon. Thank you, everyone. If any of you is interested about Amara Valley, whether it's this teacher training in August where Simon's going to join us or anything else, feel free to get in touch with us. We even have a volunteer program if you want to live with us here and share this different way of living that we're cultivating and learning here. It's a real school of life that we have the opportunity to have here. This is 4 years now that we're doing this, and it's pretty magical. So you're all welcome anytime if you want to visit.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Happy to connect the communities.
Yes.
Mm.
Happy. Is this class going to remain recorded or no?
Yeah, we're gonna put it on YouTube.
Perfect. Awesome. Because a lot of people ask me this.
Great. I'll stop the recording now.
Thank you so